Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is facing heat for urging her supporters to create an archive of online postings by Trump sycophants, who may later regret their affiliation with the president. Is anyone archiving these Trump sycophants for when they try to downplay or deny their complicity in the future? Ocasio-Cortez tweeted on Friday. I foresee decent probability of many deleted tweets, writings, photos in the future, the lawmaker wrote. Commenters quickly decided the list-making endeavor was something a ruthless communist dictator would love. Joseph is proud of you. One user wrote, referring to notorious Soviet Union dictator Joseph Stalin. Another person posted a photo of Mao Zedong with the caption, "Big shoes to fill but you'll get there."
Welcome to the Buff Show, Monday update. Matt Buff, your host, glad to be with you. And on the bridge over there, Jordan Buff. What's up, bro?
Nothing much.
All right. Not a lot happening in the news. Liberals, or especially the far left ones, they want to come after Trump supporters now. They want to do the Trump, what do they call it? The Trump Accountability Project. How scary does that sound, Communist China?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they wanted. That's the end goal for them, I guess, isn't it?
It's the end goal for sure. They think everybody should think like we do, and then we can have peace and unity. I don't know. For the last 4 years, we've been called racist, xenophobe. We've been called Russian agents. That was a good one, Jordan. I haven't even been to Russia.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not. It's probably just cold and just communism, isn't it? I don't know. I've never been either, so.
And I have no intention of going. And in fact, the whole Russia hoax against President Trump was fruitless. They found nothing. They found absolutely nothing.
Which is kind of funny how hypocritical it is, right? Because when we won, they're like, "Oh, it's all it didn't count. It was Russia, right?" And then when we say it's fraud, they're like, "Just respectfully accept the winner. What are you doing?"
Just accept it and go with it, even though there's fraud evidence everywhere and it's all being compiled. What people don't understand is when you see irregularities or shenanigans, you have to investigate it. The election was just a little under a week ago, and in fact, on election night, Trump was doing really well. We were up hundreds of thousands of votes in all the states. And then the next morning, the 4 a.m. big switch happened. And then you have other evidence being compiled. And 38 Senate Congress people have sent something to the DOJ with a bunch of evidence. We have stuff out of Nevada. We got a lot of shenanigans in Arizona, Georgia. And like I've said before many times, we can't let Atlanta, we can't let Philadelphia and Detroit decide our United States elections. I knew Fox News up there towing the line. This is President-elect Biden. What to expect from a President-elect Biden? Biden. Biden's like, I'm not going nuts. I am the President-elect. But here's the thing. We'll get to his mask press conference here in a second. But here's the thing. The term president-elect is when the votes have been certified and the Electoral College awards you the term president-elect. And number two, it's usually customary when the other person concedes, Jordan. Have you heard anything about Trump conceding?
Trump was playing golf the other day. He knows what's going to happen. He's like, I got this in the bag. I mean, like some people say that Trump is going to win Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Michigan after it's all said and done, after they get rid of all the fraudulent ballots, which I completely believe that. I think Trump could win in a landslide after it goes through, after either a recount or a Supreme Court.
And the recount is recertification of the ballots as well. Not just counting the crap that's there, but actually counting the legal and legitimate votes. And that's what you're seeing on a wide scale. They think they can get away with anything, these Democrats. That's why you saw the Russia hoax. That's why you saw the impeachment trials. They think they can get away with anything. And AOC is like, we should round up all the Trump supporters and put them in a database. Oh, my goodness. Have you heard of Hammer and Scorecard, Jordan?
No, I have not.
I got some some stuff pulled up here. Hammer and scorecard. Sidney Powell, the attorney for Michael Flynn. Everybody's heard of Michael Flynn. They did a witch hunt on that guy, too. Oh, you said you met with Trump on Tuesday? It was actually Thursday. You're going to prison. Yeah, Sidney Powell was talking about this, and we're looking into this more and more because a lot of data has been changed, and CNN actually made a mistake on their crawl. So, Hammer and Scorecard. Now, before I get into this, have you seen the movie Man of the Year with Robin Williams?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Remember Delacroix, the Delacroix voting systems?
Yes, I do. It's actually eerily similar to what's happening right now.
It's completely the same thing. Hammer and Scorecard, NSA security software, turned election software. Voting software ran an algorithm that gave Biden a 3% vote advantage in Wisconsin. Oh, check out the states. Check out the states that we're talking about here. A 3% vote advantage, which is the election. Biden hasn't won anything by 3% over Trump, unless you're talking about little Rhode Island or some crap like that. But Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, and Arizona. Can you believe it? That's all the states, and he's just under that in winning percentage.
How convenient.
Which means Trump literally won all those states.
Yeah. Speaking of, this is kind of a little bit off topic, but speaking of convenience, see the COVID, what's it called? The cure,
vaccine.
Vaccine. You know, the COVID. It happened to come out today, or it's about to at least. Which I think is a little convenient, but it's whatever.
Well, let's talk about the vaccine. Let's finish up on this Delacroix voting systems from Man of the Year with Robin Williams, which you have to check it out. But that 3% glitch, they found in one county so far, but they've used this technology in most every county. And this county actually flipped it. Trump was losing by 2,500. It turns out he had a 3,000 vote lead. That means it was a 5,000 vote switch, 3% of that county's vote. Okay? I mean, for crying out loud, this doesn't include the burning ballots that we saw on YouTube of Trump supporters. The congressperson out of Arizona, they did a data dump of 40,000 ballots that were 100% Biden, but they didn't select anything else. It was a vote for Biden on the ballot. That was it. And they were all the same, Jordan. I mean, for crying out loud, this stuff is everywhere, and it takes time to compile all this evidence so a judge is not going to let you nitpick, right? You got to present a whole slew of evidence. But from what we can see, Jordan, it's everywhere.
Speaking of judges, you know the infamous high-tech lynching speech from Clarence Thomas, right? You know who he was talking to when he was doing that? Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
He is so excited to recall this thing. Him and everybody else. He's savoring the moment.
And believe me, we still believe on that show that day is coming when there's this much evidence. Now let's go back to something you were talking about, Jordan, real quick, and then we'll take a quick break here. But one thing that you're talking about is the vaccine. Thanks for the timing, Pfizer. You couldn't do it a week ago? Before the election?
Yeah, it's just convenient timing. If there's no mail-in ballots, Trump wins this thing by so many. Like, he goes over 300 easily, right? But they just needed to get the mail-in ballots in, and then everything's all good.
We can even give Joe Biden the legal advantage of legal mail-in ballots, right? We'll give him that. Let's say the real Democrat ballots that came in on or before Election Day. Biden probably had a pretty decent lead in that, but as you saw on election night, it wasn't enough to overtake the day of voting from Donald Trump and the Republicans. The trucks came in with their data dumps after that. But Biden gave a press conference today. He's putting together his task force, which the architect of Obamacare is on there. Real nice fellow. Idiot. And he hates you. He wants you locked down. Biden was begging today, please wear a mask. Please, for the love of God, wear a mask. We could be a country of masks. I'm going to mandate it. We'll go to the governors. And if they don't like it, we're going to go down to the state level. The city level and county level. We're going to talk to the mayors. We're going to talk to everybody there. Eek! Mask mandates. Oh my God. I'm glad I live in Florida with DeSantis, who will fight this garbage. Mask mandates and further shutdowns, and the virus is still a problem, even though we have a vaccine with a 90% recovery rate from Pfizer. You know what else has a 90% effective rate, Jordan? The measles vaccine. And it's been out for years.
Yeah, and again, COVID itself has a 99.96% recovery rate, but, that means nothing apparently.
Well, it means a lot to me. That's why I even say, who cares about the vaccine? I'm not going to take it. Dr. Mark Siegel's like, we need social distancing, masks, and a vaccine. Why don't we all just line up the country like a stack of dominoes 6 feet apart? Never hang out anymore. I want to see music. I want to see concerts again. I had my tickets for Blue October. They still haven't rescheduled, and that guy had a heroin addiction, and now you locked him up in his home for 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, and they pick and choose too. That's the crazy thing, right? Like when Biden supporters were all grouped up and celebrating, right? They're like, "Oh, look at them all celebrating." But then when Notre Dame won the football game and they all ran out, and they're like, "Oh, look at no awareness for COVID." But it doesn't matter what the event is. I feel like COVID doesn't care, right?
You would think it doesn't, but Biden always called Trump rallies super spreader events. Super spreader events. It's super spreader. Yet we're all walking around fine. But Biden, when they said he, quote unquote, won from the mainstream media, Biden had this big event with tons of people there, and they had tons of Biden supporters, which, by the way, they all came out of the woodwork. It still didn't equal 74,000 people, 74 million people, but they had a bunch of them come out of the woodwork and in front of Washington, D.C., and nobody called that a super spreader event. COVID only affects you if you're a Republican, conservative, Trump supporter.
Yeah, it pick and choose. A BLM protest, no one cared. But if you're going to a barbershop, you could die. But I don't know. I don't get it.
It's actually pretty rampant in some of the minority communities. And that's why them and elderly people, you want the vaccine? Here it is! You can try it first. Stay with us. We got people out there that want you in a database and want you erased and canceled. More on The Buff Show coming up next.
A boring website can make your company look really bad. Poor rankings on Google, Yahoo, and Bing means your company does not exist to thousands of monthly searchers. I'm not even on the front page. Come out of hiding with JJC Marketing Solutions and get found to more and more new customers every day. At JJC Marketing Solutions, they offer state-of-the-art website creation, Google SEO, PPC campaigns, and social media marketing that makes your company stand out. No need to go with those national companies that only care about you on the first call. JJC Marketing is located right here in Sanford, and the goal is to help businesses like yours succeed. Get better results. Call 321-765-7710 or visit them at jjcmarketingsolutions.com.
I'm somebody now!
JJC Marketing Solutions.
Since 2012, Cellulartronics has been providing Central Florida with the best phone repair and electronics repair. We fix all electronics from iPhone, Samsung, Sony, and many more. We also do TV repair and fix your tablets. Right now, you can get a glass back cover for the iPhone 8 to an iPhone X for only $95. iPhone 11 and up, back covers are only $120. We have 2 locations to serve you in Sanford and DeBary. Visit Cellulartronics.com or call 407-302-3396. That's Cellulartronics.com or 407-302-3396.
Action Plus Pressure Cleaning is the official pressure washing company of The Buff Show. While Matt's doing the dirty work on the show, Action Plus Pressure Washing has been doing the dirty work for the last 15 years in Central Florida. They use a soft wash system to clean pool enclosures, driveways, pool decks, houses, and commercial property. They even clean large and small parking lots and buildings.
Wow!
Action Plus offers other services such as lawn maintenance, one-time service to weekly service, mowing, weeding, edging, and trimming, and hauling away debris. You can get more than one service, and they offer bundle pricing. Check out their weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly services for lawn maintenance and ask about their free standard 2 driveway with house wash services. Family owned and operated. Get your free estimate at actionpluspressurecleaning.com or call 386-506-1048. That's 386-506-1048. Action Plus Pressure Cleaning. They aim to please.
We're in the middle of this election talk. We got Biden begging you to wear a mask. Wear a mask. They want to change the way we act and look as a country. Masks don't work. Masks are stupid. Let us do what we want to because we have freedom. Freedom. Say it with me, Jordan.
Freedom.
Freedom isn't free.
There we go. We'll start the Buff Show musical.
Freedom isn't free. It costs folks like me. So there's people out there that don't like freedom. That sounds like from Team America, World Police. Dummy, there's people out there that want you dead. What was his name? What was the main guy's name in Team America?
The main guy?
The actor?
The AIDS guy?
AIDS.
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember.
You're a Top Gun Maverick. All right, hold on. We got to look it up. We got time. Let me look it up. Team America World Police. Team. Let's see who can find it first, me or Jordan. America. Yeah. Let's see.
Was it Gary?
Gary. That's it. Gary, there are people out there that want you dead. America. If you haven't seen this movie, the last minute means nothing to you. It's a movie by Matt Parker and Trey Stone, or maybe it's
the
Matt
exact
Stone.
opposite.
It's Matt Stone
Yeah.
and Trey Parker. The South Park creators. And it's with puppets. And they said it was so taxing and so difficult to do. They would never do it again. But it's an all-time... How high on your list is that movie, Jordan?
It's top 5. How did this become a Team America World Police movie review?
I swear to God, it has a point and a segue. Let's segue into that. Gary, there's people out there that want you dead. If you go to the website, TrumpAccountability.net, scary, right? You think they want to hold Trump accountable. They've hated him. They want him in jail. They want him all this stuff just because he upset their apple cart. But now, it says this on their website. You can check it out, TrumpAccountability.net. We should not allow any of the following groups of people to profit from their experiences. Those who elected him. That's category 1. Voters for Trump. Oh my God. Those who staffed his government and those who funded him. Individuals who use their personal wealth and influence to bundle money for Trump. What about the people that gave $25 and voted for him? So these people say we should not allow the following groups. We must never forget those who furthered the Trump agenda. Anybody who furthered the Trump agenda should be cataloged and canceled. What does that mean? Well, Mayor Pete, remember Mayor Pete Buttigieg?
Mayor Buttigieg? No way.
Mayor Pete. Oh, there's a list of people you want to punch. Pete Buttigieg tells people to reach out to Trump supporters as his staff compiles blacklists of them. And then AOC,
I think we should, the Trump sycophants, should be categorically canceled. We should cancel them, okay? The Trump supporters are so bad. They're so bad.
What do you think of that? That's my AOC, George.
It's pretty spot on, if I do say so myself.
I need the bigger bug eyes.
The Trump supporters need to be cataloged,
blacklisted, and canceled. They're pissed at us because we voted for Trump. They blame us for Trump because Trump is us. He comes from the agenda of we the people. They want us punished for what we did. And so you know what they did? They made up a bunch of ballots, put them in trucks, and then used the hammer and scorecard algorithm to change 3% of the electoral vote in 5 or 6 major swing states. They want us punished afterwards, and they want us to fit in the agenda. They call us racist, Russian agents. They call us anti-globalists, which we are. They want this globalist society. Globalism. The Great Reset. We should all be socialists. We should all live under a socialist rule. The Accountability Project. Jordan, I'll give you one question. I'll give you one chance to answer this trivia quiz. Ding, 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 in honor of the great Alex Trebek. Trebek. Ding, 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 ding. What other country had an accountability program for its opponents? And the question's over to you.
If I had to guess, we'll go with Germany. Is that completely wrong?
Well, that was a little different. They rounded up people and gassed them based on being Jewish.
Yeah, that was political beliefs.
That was religious.
Yeah, religious. Same thing nowadays.
Correct. Now, the other country that did it just like this, politically and on paper, China did the same thing. And that's how they rose to communist power. Look it up, y'all. Read a book. Read a book. Oh, you know GLAAD? GLAAD? GLAAD. The gay, lesbian, what does GLAAD stand for? Gay, Lesbian, Action, Advisory, whatever. They said that Trump, they have their own Trump Accountability Project. They are upset that the president didn't let transgenders stay in the Army and is against boys who dress like girls playing girls' sports. They're very upset about that. And they want to hold us accountable by making these agendas go through. Transgender people, which it's called trans dysphoria, it's a sickness, in the military, and they want boys beating up on girls in sports. Jordan, if you don't make it as a goalie for the Lyman lacrosse team, maybe you can play on the girls' side.
Yeah, and then I'll just stop every single goal.
Men and women are built differently. I celebrate women's sports. I don't really watch like the WNBA or anything, but a lot of my friends have daughters that play sports, which is awesome. I support that. But girls, v girls and boys v boys seems to work out pretty good. When I got two of the boys that play baseball, that's pretty cool when they play baseball. When they're younger, it's pretty cool when the little girls are on the teams, but as they grow, the paths go differently. Men and women are different. Unless you're this big monster mash of a woman, like the gym teachers, Jor, most of them are pretty normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fair. Just scientifically, it just doesn't make any sense. But equality, I guess, I don't know.
Well, they're upset about abortion rights, too, on the GLAAD website. They're upset about it because they think Amy Coney Barrett's going to get rid of abortion rights. But if everybody's gay, there's no more kids. All right, what else we got here? That's GLAAD. That's their Trump agenda. So they're all coming at Biden with this. We told you this last time on the show. They're all coming after Biden to get him to do their agendas. The gays, the Muslims, the gays, the straights, the whites, and the spades. But another Team America reference, Jordan. So the Trump Accountability Project is broad-ranging and goes out there to many different, and affects many different groups that are coming after Biden. But to us, this election isn't done. There's real counting to do. Real elections should have real votes behind them. All right, and check out this Trump Accountability Project stuff that you can see all of this. This talk of unity after they've been just vile towards us. Can you imagine if Trump was winning right now and Trump was doing voter fraud all over the place? Half the country would be on fire right now. In fact, they started the riots on election night because even the rioters thought Trump would win. Then they put him out. Once MSNBC and Fox News, which are getting closer, once they told him that Biden's the president-elect. Couldn't draw 6 people to a rally, but he's more popular than Barack Obama. Okay? Trump Accountability Project. Guys, they're coming after us. We know that. They've been coming after us for years. But now they want to punish us. We'll have more on this. Jordan, any final thoughts?
No, you summed it up pretty well.
Well, thanks for your feedback. We'll see you soon on the Buff Show. You take it easy out there.
Everyone has AIDS. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. AIDS, 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 AIDS. Everyone has AIDS. And so this is the end of our story. And everyone is dead from AIDS. It took from me my best friend, my only true pal, my only bright star. Well, I'm gonna march on Washington, lead the fight and charge the brigades. There's a hero inside of all of us. I'll make them see everyone has AIDS. My father, AIDS. My sister, AIDS. My uncle and my cousin and her best friend, AIDS, AIDS. The gays and the straights and the whites and the spades. Everyone has AIDS. My grandma and my doggo